여러분을 진심으로 환영합니다. 여러분들은
Squid Game made its debut in 2021 and eventually made a comeback for its second season at the end of 2024. The Netflix comedy is set to return for another season later this year after once again proving to be one of the streamer's biggest blockbusters. Netflix also debuted Squid Game. The Challenge, a reality TV program based on the competition from the South Korean series, in between the first and second seasons of Squid Game. After season 2, it's evident that Squid Game is another significant IP that Netflix can now add to its library. The reality program also saw success. Renowned director David Fincher is working on a second English-language Squid Game series in addition to the main Squid Game series and The Challenge. Dennis Kelly is also rumored to be involved in writing the Fincher series. Beyond that, there are still a lot of unanswered questions regarding the next project. Fincher is a great option to manage a Squid Game project based on his prior work. However, I think Netflix would be making a grave error if Fincher's Squid Game is just a rerun of the original South Korean series. With a diverse oeuvre that includes say 7N, The Social Network, Gone Girl, The Game, and Fight Club, Fincher is among the top directors working today. In recent years, Fincher has also collaborated with Netflix on shows including Mindhunter, House of Cards, and Love, Death, and Robots. Fincher will now concentrate on the English-language Squid Game series, one of Netflix's most valuable intellectual properties. It's unknown what route Fincher will take the series in beyond the fact that it won't be in Korean because so little about it has been released thus far. Remaking the first season of Hwang Dong-hyuk's Squid Game by following player 450x's path through the games is one approach Fincher may take. Based on his previous work, Fincher has adapted foreign films for an English-speaking audience. A Swedish adaptation was released in 2009 prior to Fincher's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo in 2011. Beyond the language in which they were released, there were parallels and distinctions between the Swedish and American adaptations of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo since they were both based on the same Steven Zalian novel. It wouldn't be surprising if Fincher translated the first season of Squid Game for an English-speaking audience, much as he did with The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, because he had already recreated a worldwide movie just a few years after the original version was published. Over the years, Netflix has hosted a number of popular streaming series, including Wednesday and Strange Things. In its first 28 days, the debut season of Squid Game was the most viewed Netflix original series. In addition to breaking Wednesday as the greatest Netflix series opening, the recently released second season of Squid Game also established a new Netflix record with 68 million views in its first week. It's hardly surprising that Squid Game is doing so well on the streamer given its global appeal, and the forthcoming third season is probably going to maintain this popularity. It doesn't make much sense to remake the Squid Game series in English because the South Korean version has been so popular and watched by many people worldwide. Given the nature of the streaming business, Squid Game is already quite accessible on Netflix, in contrast to previous foreign film remakes. Even with a well-known director like Fincher, repeating the story so quickly on a service where many people can view the original would not be as successful. Even though Squid Game has only been running for 2 seasons, it is already obvious that the universe it has constructed can support a lot more tales than the one that follows player 456. The notion that the wealthiest individuals in the world put the games together in order to find some thrill in their life makes this clear. It's easy to picture more of the deadly games happening all over the world, as the original Netflix series was set in South Korea. To set itself apart from the 2021 series, Fincher's Squid Game series should be set in the US or another nation rather than South Korea. Since the first 2 seasons of Squid Game include games like Dalgona and Gongi that are associated with South Korean culture, this can happen first with the games themselves. In order to alter viewers' expectations of the twisted competition, an American version may include diversions like tag or hide and seek. Given how many Americans are struggling with student loan debt and other financial issues, an American Squid Game series may also explore a political theme. Squid Game's ability to highlight the world's economic inequality and its emphasis on individuals from all backgrounds is one of its best features. In order to compete in the current entertainment market, Netflix has had to either build its own brands or purchase the rights to already existing ones, unlike big companies like Warner Brothers and Disney. The streaming service has so far had great success with shows including Bridgerton and Strange Things. Based on viewing, Squid Game is now the most popular of them all and is swiftly gaining international recognition. When franchises are as successful as Squid Game, growth is inevitable, and Netflix is already trying to figure out how to expand the South Korean series. With a new series from Fincher, Netflix hopes to build on the success of Squid Game after its third season. Given the director's prior work addressing the world's dark and twisted nature, Fincher's decision to capitalize on the Squid Game series seems like the ideal fit. If Squid Game is made a reality, it probably won't be an exception. Fincher's Squid Game should follow in the footsteps of many franchises, such as Star Wars, which have grown by adding fresh original stories set in the universe. This is because a narrative set in America has a lot of promise. Given how popular the series has been, a recreation of Squid Game's first season would be a grave error for the brand. Viewers will be looking for something fresh, and Fincher has the ability to produce something as exciting as Hwang Dong-hyuk's original series from an American perspective. There's a reason the Squid Game series has been successful, and after its third and last season, the Netflix property will need to take a different approach with Fincher.